scrapbooking buddies. We're going to make a really fun quick border today, and we're going to be using the spider web and the new circle punch. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need a piece of paper, whatever color you want to use. You put it in, I'm using white today. We're going to put it in at 1 1/4. So that's, the big line is 1 1/2. So it's the medium sized line that's right in there. Make sure your paper's nice and straight. Give it a cut. So that's, you're going to need a 12 by 2 1/4 inch strip. And then you're going to need the spider web. You're going to need to start it on either one of those lines. We're going to start it on this line right here. Okay. So when we put our paper in, the easiest way for me to do it is to put it in where I can see it. Then I kind of move my thumb down and then move it in. So I know that it's nice and straight. And then you want to make sure that the paper is nice and straight at the back. Then you go ahead and punch. And then as you bring it down, you want to match up the little lines. So you want to match up, cover the blue, and punch. And then cover the blue again. So you're going to do that all the way to the end of the paper. Each time just matching up the lines and covering up that blue. Okay. Then we're going to flip it over and we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to move my scraps out of here for a minute, and I'm going to put this in and I'm going to line it up where that line is. I'm going to show you right there. I'm going to line the edge of it right there. So I'm lining that up on the line again. I'm going to move my fingernail just in there so that I know that it's correct, and then move it down. And you continue to punch all the way down, making sure that's blue, making sure that you have the nice straight line back here. So continue to punch all the way down, and it makes this very, very cool spider web, which would be great for Halloween pages or anything, but we're going to do something different with it today. So make sure you get it nice and straight. Okay, so there we have it. Now I'm going to use different colors of blue today, or you could use all the same color. So I'm just going to pop these in here and a couple different blues, and I'm going to show you what I do with them. Now these circles are going to fit in here perfectly. So look how perfect that is. Okay, so on this one I went ahead and I punched it and I did different colors of blue. So then I took one of the Polar Lights embellishments, and if you haven't seen these border embellishments, they're actually got like a flocking on them, which is totally cool. And I'm cutting them apart so that I can put a snowflake in each one of them. So just cut my little snowflake apart so that I can put that in there and kind of give it a nice straight edge. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So I'm basically just cutting that little diamond off that's in between them. It almost matches perfectly to line up. It's just off about 1/8 of an inch on the ends. So you could just take the border and lay it on top of there if you wanted, or I cut them apart. So then we're going to go ahead and, with these you're really going to want to use repo tape because it's just so much faster and easier. You don't have to try to get the tape runner in there perfectly. And go ahead and stick that down. So I use different colors of blue on the back of this, all that match that Polar Lights collection just beautifully. And then pop it in here. And I put this on a piece of, let me tell you what that is so you don't have to try to figure it out. I use navy because navy really had a really pretty contrast with it. And it's a 2.5 inch strip. So that just gives you a little bit of a border on there. Yet once again, it's using the spider web and the new circle. And all you were doing was doing a double side of this and then putting your circle in. You could do titles in here. That'd be really fun with birthday or fun or outside. You know, you could do any type of title in here. But this is just a fun one done with the Polar Lights. Hope you enjoyed it, and happy scrapbooking.